Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to create my Forest Lord bracelet. I will be doing just one loom length to save on time, but I will tell you how far down the loom to go. For this design, I do recommend 2 loom lengths if you have it because it comes out a little smaller. So you will need 126 bands. You can do all one color for this section like I did here, or you can do 2 like I have the orange and the blue. It gives it a little bit of a different look. I'm just going to go with this version. So the breakdown is 27 of the medium blue, 24 of the blue here, 27 of the pastel blue here, 24 of the orange, and 24 of the white. You will need 1 C-clip and your hook, and I'm going to show you the loom setup. To get started, you're going to have at least 1 rainbow loom with the bar pins aligned. Like I said in the intro, I do recommend having 2 loom lengths, so this one here and then connect another one right in front of it. I'll have a video down below if you don't know how to connect them together, and if you only have the 1 loom, then you will need to make an extension at the end, but this one does come out a lot smaller than most of my bracelets. So we're going to start by laying the blue that sits on the side right there first. I'm going to use this metallic purple. And we're going to start by laying 1 right in the center for closing it. And then we're going to go to the left and the right. We're going to go straight on both sides. And now I'm going to stick with purple because I'm doing this type right here. But if you want this style where I have the orange right here, you're going to change the color right now. Unless you want it to be like this, then you'll do what I'm doing. So we're going to lay a V. So from this center pin, we're going to go diagonally up to the left and the right. Like that. We're going to switch our color again, and this is where the pastel blue is. I'm going to use this pastel yellow. To me, it's like a cream color, and we're just going to lay them going straight. We're going to go back to our first color, and we're going to lay them going straight on the sides. And then we will lay the V. Now remember, if you're not using the same color, you want to use whatever color you laid the V right here, right now. We're going to go back to the yellow. My yellows will always go straight. And then with my purple, we will lay it straight. And then lay a V. We'll keep alternating between those 2 steps. Well, I guess it's technically 3 steps. So for 1 loom length, you will go all the way down to the end of the loom. If you're using the 2 loom lengths like I recommend, you're going to stop 1 shy of the end. So say this is the end of 2 looms, you're going to stop here. So don't bring it all the way down to the end, make sure you stop there. Okay, so once you are done laying all of yours, you should be ending the same way that I am with the pastel yellow color. In other words, you should not be ending with the bands that have the V. So that's why on 2 loom lengths, you have to stop 1 short of the end. But once you are at the end, we are going to take that same color that we are ending with, and we're going to bring it into the center like so. Now we're going to lay a bunch of X's, which is going to be the orange on this one here. I'm going to use hot pink. And we're going to be filling in all of the empty spaces that are between the V's. So we'll come up to the second pin on the left. And we're going to do a diagonal stretch all the way over to the right bar pin. And then from the right, we'll cross it back. Just filling that space in with an X. We'll come up to the next pin and do the same thing where that open space is, like so. So we're just going to fill these in all the way down the loom, and you will do this until you reach the very end. It will look like this after it's all completed. I did push mine down a little bit already. But now we're going to lay some bands in the center, and that's going to be the white ones on here. I'm going to use this glitter green. It's kind of like a clear green glitter, but we're going to lay a single chain running up the center, starting at the first pin here, and just going straight all the way down until we reach the very end. So it will look like that. We're going to turn our loom around. We are going to grab one more of our bands, that whatever color you laid right here, which is my cream or pastel yellow, and we're going to place a cap band right on the center pin, like so, and we are ready to start looping. So to start looping, it's very simple. The first step, we're just going to loop the green bands we just laid all the way up. So you're going to grab the top green band that's in there, loop it forward, go in there and loop that forward. And we would just keep doing that until we reach the top. It's very easy, this part. I think the whole bracelet is pretty easy. I mean, there's a couple steps to it once we get going, but I would consider this one definitely a quick and easier one, which is the reason I'm doing it this week. At the time of filming, it's not yet Christmas, but by the time I upload this, it will probably be right after Christmas. So I hope all of you had a very happy holiday. But I did just get to the top of my loom, and that's what we're looking like so far. We're going to come back to the beginning now. We're going to come right here at the very beginning, and we're going to loop the pastel yellow out. I'm just going to call that cream for now on. So we're going to go into the cap band and grab the top cream and go to the left. And then go back in and do the right one. Now we're going to loop the X, my hot pink. So I'm going to start on the left. You're going to grab your hot pink, and it's going to get looped back to itself. So it's going to go all the way over to the right, like that. And then we'll grab this one and bring this back to itself, which will go to the left. If I can grab a hold of it. There we go. Like so. We're going to come back to the sides and loop the border straight. Like that. And now we do need to flip over one of the pink bands. It's technically the third band down on the pin. If you look back here, you can see it. It's the bottom pink band right here. And you're going to flip it over. Do the same thing on the right side. It's kind of hard to see if you tilt it this way. So I just lean my loom up. Come back here. Out of the two pinks, you're grabbing the bottom pink. And you're just flipping it over and letting it go. The one recommendation that I would have is if these bands right here get twisted, I do try to fix it now with my hook, like that. If it seems to not want to untwist, then I'll just deal with it when I take it off of the loom. So now we're going to come up to the center, and we're going to loop this upside down purple diagonal V back to itself. So go in here, grab the top one and bring it down. And do the same to the other one. Still on these pins, we're now going to flip the second band over, which is going to be the cream. And do that on both sides. We'll go back to looping up the side borders. This time it's going to be my metallic purple. So you're grabbing the very bottom band and looping it forward. And we are ready to do all of that again. So we will start by looping the hot pink. So it's the second band in there, and it's going to go all the way over to the right. And then cross the right one over to the left. You're going to loop your border straight. We have to flip over the second band down. Well, it's technically the third, but the second pink. So whatever 2 bands you have here, grab the bottom one and flip it. Do it on both of them. We're going to come up to the middle and loop our purple down. And now we need to flip the cream border over on each side. So it's the top band right here. And you're just flipping it over. Do the same on this one. This is another band that I tried to not let twist. It just looks better when you take it off of the loom. But like I said, if you can't get it untwisted, we can fiddle with that when you take it off. And then lastly, we're going to go into this pin and grab the very bottom band and loop it up. So that's what we're going to keep doing. And we're going to start by doing the X again. So the X gets looped back to itself. And then the border goes forward. We're going to flip over the second hot pink band. Then we're going to loop the purple down from the middle. We're going to flip the border over. And now loop the very bottom band forward. So you can just keep following along with me if you're worried that you're going to forget any of the steps. It's so quiet. Usually my dad's here, but he went out today. And it's just so quiet in my house. It's kind of strange. And for anyone wondering, I posted about how his incision was like super swollen. It looked like a baseball was under it. They had to stop certain medication for a couple of days, and we went in for the follow-up, and the swelling went down significantly, so they were very happy with how it looked. So thankfully they didn't have to drain it or redo anything, and he's healing very well. So thank all of you for asking about him. I appreciate it. As you can see, I'm at the top of my loom and I'm looping my last purple forward, which brings us to the top of the loom. And now we're just going to bring both top bands into the center, like so. We are going to grab the loose band that we set there earlier, and we're going to bring both ends together, like so. If you need to make an extension, you're going to do that now. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and attach our C-clip. And take it off of the loom. So when you do take it off of the loom, the bracelet may want to kind of like curve to one side. That is completely normal. All of mine have done that. But once you C-clip it together, it's fine. And especially when you wear it, it's fine. But I just want to show you at the bottom, sometimes these bands get pulled too much. Just locate the cap band and pull on it to try to help to get those bands to be even. And then, of course, you would just locate your C-clip and connect it together, which I cannot do with this unless I want to make a little ring, which it would be too big for me. So that is how you create my Forest Lord bracelet. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone had or has a very happy new year, and I'll see you very soon at my next video. Thank you so much, you guys. Bye.